So today's story, I stumbled across doing some research on another story. I grew up in Irving, Kentucky. So anytime I see something there, it really gets my attention. Today's story is a 100-year-old murder case that involved Constable John Coles. John Coles was 57 years old. On the day of Monday, April 30th, 1923, him and a couple other officers went and raided a moonshine still outside Ravenna, Kentucky. After raiding the moonshine still, they arrested two individuals. A third gentleman ran off. They were not able to catch him. As they came back into the city limits of Ravenna, which actually sits right next to Irving, it's kind of the one and the same, but it is its own township. Well, anyway, so as they came back into Ravenna, the guy that got away ambushed the party, and he shot 3 times and got Constable John Coles. Now, what makes this so interesting is wounded John Coles, constable, returned fire, hitting the gentleman that had shot him 5 times. So they immediately arrested that gentleman and took him to jail. Well, when they took him to jail, John Coles was transferred to a hospital in Richmond, Kentucky. Most likely it was Patty A. Clay back in the day. Not sure when Patty A. Clay was built, but it's the only hospital that I've ever known of to be there. But, that's just assumptions. But anyway, 57-year-old Cole passed away of his injuries. What makes this so interesting is September 27th of 1923, the gentleman who was responsible for shooting the officer was found not guilty and released a few months later. I find that unbelievable. I don't know how you find a technicality in that, or I don't know. I mean, 1923, yeah, it was 100 years ago, but we were past the 1800s weird stuff. But anyway, they found him not guilty, and he was subsequently released and pretty much literally got away with murder. I wanted to do this story because I had never heard about it. And Officer Cole, thank you for your service, and you are not forgotten.